Hey girls, it's Steph. Happy Thursday. Hope y'all are doing great. Okay, I'm going to be real brief because I don't know how much space I have left on my camera, but I thought it would be a good idea if I kind of explained the concept of the show on a quick video, and then you can read through my email and hopefully it'll all make sense. It's very important for me for everyone to understand the show, so being real clear on how I communicate it is important to me. So please let me know if anything is confusing, because goodness knows I got to get it right before I send it out to 100 different vendors about participating, because they'll be asking me a lot of questions. So here goes. So basically, the Engaged Collective, the whole point is to get my engaged vendors together twice a year so that brides can meet them in person, and I say in action. So the in action part is going to deal with a photo shoot. So let me step back. We're going to need 6 wedding planners to commit to doing the show for us. And the planner's role will be to schedule a photo shoot with a team of vendors that we assign to them in a random way, so it'd be completely fair. And we're going to give each wedding planner a wedding inspiration board, and they have to put together and organize the vendors together for a shoot, styled shoot, that is inspired by the inspiration board that we give, using the colors, the vibe of it, that whole deal. So the styled shoot will need to happen clearly before the event because we want to have photographs of it. The deadline for the styled shoot, I'm saying, is July 15th. That's because I need to do some stuff with the images and have plenty of time to do that. But anyway, so your job would be to do the styled shoot. Okay, the styled shoot has a lot of purposes. One is obviously you can use the images for any of your promotional and marketing activities. We want to post it, and you can have that as material for yourself. The second thing is we can use it as promotional materials for the bridal show. So the weeks leading up to the show, we can kind of tease the event saying, okay, look at we'll highlight a different wedding planner every week and say, you know, Rachel Grammer did Stephanie and Matthew's wedding. And obviously that would be like the inspiration bride and groom or whatever. And kind of throw out pictures of the styled shoot to tease up to the event. So that'll be really fun. Then obviously, styled shoots are very beautiful, so we would want you to recreate that styled shoot the day of the show. So you have kind of a practice run for the actual photography the day that it's photographed and videoed, and then you get to rebuild it the day of the show so that brides get to see it and you can kind of talk about it. You've already done it, so hopefully it won't be super stressful redoing it again for a second time. Okay. The other reason we're doing it is this is what wedding planners do. They take a team of vendors and they help create a bride's vision and bring it to life. So I think that's pretty obvious. The last thing is, and I think I touched on this, is just the fact that styled shoots are something fun, and it'll be a focal point and a conversation starter at the bridal event itself. Okay, so some of the questions, first of all, I'm going to need 6 planners. That's my goal, to have 6 planners that will participate, and there will be a cost. It's $500 right now. I'm trying to make it as low as possible, in an effort to get more vendors. I think the more vendors we have involved, the better the event will be for everyone. So right now it's $500, and we'll work on how we assign the teams, but I mean, you know, for us here, we always are about being fair. So we'll come up with a really fair, random way. I'll tell you, we have more venues than the other categories, so it'll probably be first come, first serve in some of the categories that we have more than 6 vendors in that category. But we'll work on assigning the teams. But some of the questions you had were, how do we compensate the florists, because they're the ones with the biggest out-of-pocket expense, and I don't want you to worry about that. I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to help compensate them for that, because obviously they have the biggest hard cost the day of the shoot, then they'll have it again the day of the show. So we'll have to deal with that, and I'll handle that. Okay, so at the Haven, we're going to divide the space up into 6 different areas, and the shoot, and also, so you know, I'm calling the shoots like the bride's moment, a bride's moment. So you guys can be creative of whatever moment you want to recreate with the shoot. Is that the her getting ready with her bridesmaids and a bridesmaid luncheon, or is that her grand exit, or is it a ceremony or a reception? Whatever you want to do for your shoot is totally up to you, and I don't want to limit you because I know you guys are so creative, your florists are creative, all that kind of stuff, so I don't want to limit you in that. But anyway, you guys will be separated out into 6 different areas, and within those areas you'll have more vendors that weren't able to participate in the shoot itself, and we'll just kind of make sure those vendors are in alignment with the vibe and the style of that bride's moment that's been recreated there. We see the wedding planners as like ambassadors for this event. I really want to promote you guys because you're obviously helping me put this together, and I was teasing saying I need some helpers to herd the cats, so I would love your help with that. But also you play such an important role on keeping an event organized, and this is exactly what I want you to do. But the way I envision it is at the show, you know, you're the one that kind of greets the brides when they walk into your area, say, you know, welcome to Stephanie and Matthew's wedding, and this is what we did to recreate one of Stephanie's moments, and kind of explain it and all that. Now, I know people like parameters, so for the booths, we're not doing regular booths, okay? So I don't want any backdrops or whatever. I'll have to deal with that. What I'm thinking right now is that we do tabletop setups. And so we're thinking a mix of high boys and maybe 48-inch rounds, all the linens match and flow with the bride's moment that was created in that area. And but we may have multiple venues in one space, but we'll make sure it's in alignment with the whole vibe. Like we would put Aldridge Gardens and Rucker Place, you know, they kind of are in alignment, stuff like that. So you kind of understand what I'm saying. Okay, I think that's like the basic gist of it. We're just trying to move away from the booths. I don't think brides care about that. I think they're kind of like, that feels too salesy. So trying to move away from the booths, do something fresh and interesting. I have a couple more fun things planned that are in the email if you want to read that. And otherwise, y'all shoot your questions my way. I'm super excited about it. I would love to have you guys help us. I think that our vendors are the best ever, and I'm so grateful for you. So let me know if you have any issues, and just send them all my way. Okay, thanks. Bye.